Oh no, that's gonna help. I think that light there is a bit. Good day, guys. Good day. Good day. We are here for our first YouTube live. Da dee da. Where am I now? Okay, let's quickly share this with the community. Okay, guys. All right, this is actually much nicer. The streaming software is a lot better here at YouTube. Maybe. So yeah, this is a lot nicer, hey? I just think this light here. Wait, let's close this. This is a little. Yeah, this is a little bit better. All right, guys. Welcome to our first live stream here on YouTube. It is now 2:00. We are getting ready for CPI, guys. CPI. Okay, that's an alarm to tell me that it is time for my live. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our first live here on YouTube. Let me just also share all the others. I need to actually make like a front market live. So which way do you guys think it's gonna go? Put in the comment section. Which way do you guys think it's gonna go? Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? You know what's happening? What's happening with our trades today? Let's see. How do I share my screen? Oh, this is nice. Their streaming software is actually quite nice. I think TikTok's is very similar. I just think my kids are having fun here in the front. I want to do a Chrome tab, so let me do this one. Because we are still in that channel. So if all of you guys are wondering what's happening with gold, we are still in our channel. We are still in our channel from this morning. I don't know, is it still lagging, guys? If it's still lagging, I'm gonna go sit in the front. I'm gonna get closer to the Wi-Fi. So at the moment, pretty much nothing happening, guys. Let me just mute. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Let me open it up on my phone and see if you guys know what it sounds like. I haven't done this before, so I'm now learning something. But we are getting ready for our market update. Let's quickly check here. What does it look like? What does the live stream look like? Maybe I can share it within the community as well. I don't know. I have no idea how this works, but I'm going to learn. I'm committed to learning. All right, guys, we are waiting. Obviously, it's 2:00 now. I'm going to give you guys an update of what's happening. My kids are loud today. Let's quickly have a look here. I want to see how it's. My kids are loud today. Let's quickly have a look here. I want to see how it's. My kids are loud today. Okay. Let's quickly have a look here. I want to see how it's. I apologize for the ringing. I just wanted to see how the stream is going. If the stream is looking good. Okay, the stream is looking good, guys. Because I was a little bit scared that the stream wasn't going to be as good as, because there's a little bit of a delay from my side, but it looks like on your guys' side, things are flowing very nicely. All right, so let's have a look. What is happening? So as I told you guys, I am not going to be trading gold at all. Not for today. There's our channel now. You can see. I'm busy. Out. Close the door. Close the door, please. People can't hear. You guys are shouting so loud. Thank you. All right, so it's time for our coffee or our cool drink or water, whatever you are drinking. I need to get some more water. All right, guys, so let's have a quick update on all the other currency pairs. Okay, so if you guys, if this is the first time you're joining, guys, welcome. My name is Marnie Steyn. I am a trader. I have been trading for over a decade. This is my channel devoted to learning more about trading and learning how to become a profit funded trader. Yes, I have my own trading accounts, which I trade. I'm officially funded by Top One, 5%ers, Rebel Funding, and what is the other one? And I'm officially this morning, I have officially joined Funded Next. So yes, those are my current prop firms that I'm trading for. And then obviously I have my own personal accounts in FBS, which is my preferred broker. All right, so let's quickly have a look at USD JPY. So as you guys can see, USD JPY is still just ranging here. It didn't really make that retracement that we were looking for. It can still make the retracement. So this cannot be a full retracement. We are still potentially looking towards maybe, maybe a little bit of a further retracement and then a pull towards the upside. So we are still observing USD JPY. All right. So what are we having here? We're having our first retracement here. Okay, so there's a potential retracement happening here. So it kind of like played out like this. So here we go. So we're going to look for a bit of a retracement here and then see which way it wants to go. So yes, please close the door. I'm busy.
You know when I say close the screen, because I don't want to share the battle or either.
Okay, okay, I'm busy, dude. All right, so as you guys can see, we're looking for a pullback here. If it does do a full pullback to here, we can then look towards taking a valid trade. Then we had a valid bounce. USD CHF is still doing its thing. It's still doing its thing. It's not really going anywhere. It's still bouncing off the zone. We didn't have a nice engulfing candle here, so we're going to wait. And since they're all USD pairs, I will wait to see what's going to happen with CPI. CPI is happening in the next 25 minutes. So, all right, so we're still in a downward trend with Euro USD. Pretty much, yeah. I don't think there's anything else happening at this point in time. I'm just going to move my point to, or my second point to there. I like to extend my... So right, I think it's important, guys, whenever you are trading, is wait for the market to give you an indication of what it's going to do. I think that's our biggest challenge as traders is we're so eager to get in on our trades. We're so eager to get trading that we sometimes forget the smallest things, like the simplest things, like the basics of using support and resistance. Waiting for our setup to play out. Yesterday, guys, here in the students one. Let me show it. I'm sure. If you look at the students, we had 6 trades we took yesterday. 5 winners and 1 loser. Why did we have such a good win rate yesterday? Because we were patient. We were waiting for setups. All right, so what's happening here? You can see now that we have some sort of a stronger downtrend. So I'm going to be taking this one out. When we were here with TikTok earlier, we had some movement here. We didn't really know what was happening. Now we can see a little bit more direction. There's a little bit more indication of where it's going. Now, what you're going to do is if you can't see anything on the back end here, you scroll back. Now, I always say go back on the chart and go and look for area. So before we put that in, let's go back. Let's go see what can we see. It's so important for you to understand where the market is going, what it is doing. So let's have a look here. So you can see here, let's start on the daily chart. Let's see, Euro GBP. All right, so you can see that we're still in an uptrend. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this specific uptrend here, right? This is a strong uptrend. You can see it. So this is a strong zone here, right? So you can see it's coming down now. And normally I would always say when you're doing your top-down analysis, you start at the daily chart and you kind of like give yourself, an idea of which way it's going. Now, you can make this a little bit tighter, but I would not suggest. I'm saying let's go down to the 4-hour. Let's see what we're seeing. It's always about what do we see? What do we see? All right, so here is that line coming in here, right? So you can see it here. This is the overall trend right here. You can see it's nicely coming up here. So what can we potentially see here? Yes, there was a stronger uptrend here. I just want to quickly go back to the daily chart. I want to see where's the top. Okay, so we have a bit of a... So this is how I draw up my chart. So I will always put a zone there Why will I put this zone here? Whenever I mark out my daily charts, I will always put this on. So this is the highest point. So let's look. We had an uptrend. Up, down. We broke this high, did a brand new up, then we retraced to this specific zone, right? So this is where we broke the uptrend. Yeah, we went up, came down shorter, and then we continued up, right? So here is a specific zone so this is a no trading zone, guys. I don't trade in this at all. Whenever price comes into this area, I ain't trading it unless it's got a strong bounce. I will not trade in that zone because that is a high liquidity zone. I will rather wait for price to bounce or break through. So we have a bit of a retracement here. I can't say that I can make the lines a bit tighter. Yeah, I can't. Where is the... Okay, so here we have a bit of a zone here. You guys can see it here. Let's have a look. Here is a bit of a zone here. Yes, here is a bit of a, I would say a bit of a support zone here, which is good. Now we have some sort of a zone here, right? We have some sort of a zone. I'm going to discredit this one because I don't think it might be applicable in the long run, but for now, for where I'm trading on the 15, I don't think it's applicable. So yes, now we're going to start going down. So we're going to go down to our 4 hours. What do we see? And I think it's so important for you to zoom back your charts. I think we're so quick to want to open up, to stay close to price. But it's sometimes better for us to open up our charts and just have a bigger view of what's happening with price at that moment. So you can see here, this is a specific zone. So if the zone does hold or it does break, then we are going to look towards a bounce. So yes, I'm going to put the floor in here. I'm happy to put the floor in here. So these are big areas. No trade. No trade. So these are zones where I will not trade in it. I refuse to trade in those zones for a specific reason. You can see it's a strong zone, strong bounces off it. I don't want to be trading there. I might be looking for a bounce or a breakthrough, a retest, and a continuation of trend. Okay. So now let's go down to the 30-minute. Do we see anything further than that? No. Price is just returning back to that zone. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, so now you can clearly see the downtrend. You see, the moment you zoom your chart back, you can clearly see that this market is in a downtrend. You can clearly see it there. I'm going to try and catch as much of this as I can. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to try and catch. So you're going to try and catch as many candles as you can. I think this is a pretty good zone. And then obviously we have a little bit of a stronger zone that we just see now, which is confirming the downtrend, which is, no, I don't want to be using that. I want to be using my tool. So you can see that we're in a strong downtrend at the moment, which is from there to there. You can clearly see it. So when we on the 15-minute and we now zoom back to our original trading area, so this is where we are. This is where we are right now. You can see the zone is right here. I'm not trading at all. I'm not looking. What I am going to look for is I'm going to look for price to come down, bounce off this, break through this zone, retest it, and continue. So this is just a directional move. So I'm going to leave that like that. I'm just going to be watching my trade here. All right, what's next? Euro AUD, we are still in that zone. We've just bounced off this zone. I don't think we have do we have a strong engulfing candle? No, there was no engulfing candle there. Nothing. We are still just arranging. What do we have here? Okay, so now here you can see price. We saw the price coming down. It retraced straight back into the zone. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to bring this. Okay, but this zone. Why is it bouncing off the zone? Let's have a look. Why is it bouncing off this zone? Okay, so it's got something to do with this zone. So here you can see that zone. We're in this specific zone that we were here in before. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this at the moment. I'm not going to do too much around this. I'm going to wait. I want some clear cut break. There's a lot of floppiness. So you can't really, these lines are, it's a bit confusing. I think we need to rather maybe zoom back and have a look at where price was rejecting. So you had a bit of a rejection here. And then you see, this is what I said to you guys. Remember when I was talking to you guys, I said there could be a head and shoulders pattern forming here. Remember I told you guys this. I said there may be some sort of head and shoulders. There's the up, there's the head, and it looks like it's making a shoulder, which means it's going to retrace all the way back to that zone here. So there's no clear-cut indication for me of direction at the moment. And if I don't have a clear cut of direction, I don't trade it. There's no reason to trade it. So what I am going to do, however, is I see a bit of a support zone here. Definitely a support zone. It can be bouncing off this for a while. I'll rather wait for that. I'll rather wait to see if it breaks the zone, goes further down. Because if it breaks the zone, it means we have a head and shoulders pattern. And then from the stop section here, I'm gonna wait for it. I'm not going to try and push. We're gonna wait. We'll be patient. We are patient traders. Let's see, what are we seeing here? Okay, so we have a bit of a roof here. You can see a strong rejection of that zone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this now. And I'm rather going to look towards, it's rejected off the zone very nicely, bounced really nicely. Here was a nice engulfing candle. So it does show that there is a lot of movement there. We'll see. Does the zone hold? If the zone does not hold, where are we looking towards? What are we looking at? Okay, so if this zone does break, there is enough upside. There is more than enough upside that way. You can see that we had a period of consolidation here. We had a breakout, retracement up, and it's starting to, it's now in this specific zone here. So if we're looking for a break, we'll be looking for a break of that structure, or we will be looking for a break of, around about here. Oh, it's popcorn. All right, so if I'm looking at the zones, the specific zones, we're going to go onto the chart now. It's about 15 minutes. All right, so yeah, I think this is fairly good. I think there's a very nice little zone. What is that? All right, so let's have a look. So we had an uptrend here, strong uptrend. You can see the uptrend happening here. We have we need some more price movement here just to get an idea of what price wants to do. Yeah. Although if you look at price here, yes, you're there, low. All right. Okay, so now we have a little bit more of movement. Okay, so this line is now discontinued. The sharp uptrend here is discontinued. What we are looking at now is we have a zone here, and we have a zone here. Base. I think I'm rather going to move the zone to there. Because if we're going to have the zone break here, it's going to be a better break than it breaking right at this area. So right now we are just hovering in this zone. So everything is just moving sideways. All right, this one has respected the trend. It bounced off here, continued the uptrend. How far it's going to go, that's the question. Phew, this has been a long uptrend, eh? Sure. Well, not that long. It's only been for about a week and a half. But let's see, where is our targets? So GBP is making some new nice little high. Okay, so at the moment, it's an uptrend. We have a bit of a zone here. We'll see what happens here. There we have a little bit of an up. Do we have confluence? Always scroll back, guys. Always scroll back. Okay, the zone is a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. We have. Is there any price movement before that? Is this a new high? Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, here we had a bit of a breakout. So let's see, where is that previous roof? Sure, that is fairly high, eh? Sure. So let's no, I don't want to put that zone in. I actually want to put in. So I'm going to put that zone in there and just mark it out there like so, and like so. Yeah, so we can remind ourselves of the specific zone. So that if we do have a break here and we can see what's happening. But as you guys can see here is that uptrend. So we had that strong uptrend, a little bit of a consolidation, a pullback here, and then we had a new. So we're retesting. So we're going to look for a break out and then towards the upside. Okay, what's happening here? Oof, I'm very far. Let's go down. Oh, wait, here's something nice. Let's have a look. So price has gone outside of this. Oh, it's not a nice engulfing candle. So price has broken out of the zone. That wasn't such a strong breakout. No. GPP order will leave. Let it give us some more movement. Okay, so here you can see it. We had like a little bit of a retracement. We didn't even have a big retracement. I don't even think we had an engulfing candle. So this wasn't a strong enough trend for me personally to say I'm going to trade it. So let's quickly scroll back to see where that new zone is, because I think that's the important part. We're now looking. Okay, so here is the zone. So let's pop in our zone here, just to give us an idea of where is that ultimate roof. Where is that zone of no-go? No-go zone right there. And then the bottom one would definitely be around about here. I'll put the floor in here for now. Yes, I'll put it in here. I think it can even go a little bit wider, just to get all those candles in it. So those are the no-go zones. In those zones, I am not trading. I'll be observing price. So at the moment, we can actually take these out from a, and we can observe price. So you can see that we had a high, came down. This was the previous one. This is the new high. We made a lower one. We broke that structure, came down, did a same level here. We had a bit of a slight pushback, came down even further than this zone, and we're now having another push towards the side. So we're going to see what happens here. But that's on the 1 day. We can rather go down to the 15-minute to get a better view of this. So at the moment, we're still in the uptrend. I don't think that there is some sort of a trade setup here. Let's see if we bring in those blue zones. Let's see. No, it broke the zone. And it's now going towards the zone. We didn't have a nice retracement. This isn't a nice retracement. This is a slow, pathetic retracement. So we'd rather leave it. Okay, so what's happening here? We said that we're going to have a bit of a bounce here. We don't really have a bounce here. So what are we looking for? We're waiting for price to do something. It's just stalling out here. It's just stalling out. Okay, we might be having a bit of a pullback here. Let's see. I don't know. Doesn't really look like there's much happening here. And who's this? Ah, here's gold, my sweetheart. You are doing absolutely nothing. Okay, well, here's a bit of a push. Let's see. I mean, when we had this candle, I was like, okay, cool. If this candle closes down here, I think we're going to see some movement. But this is now that intraday movement. This is now them getting ready for CPI. So the positions are... People are now getting busy for CPI. So which way, guys? Tell me, which way do you guys think it's going to go? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Sell. Sell. I don't know if it may be a buy. Eh? I think it's going to go long. I honestly think it's going to go long. US 30. Let's have a look at US 30 for you. Let's see what US 30 is going to do. Let me just see which one. Where am I? This is the DAX, Marnie. What the heck are you clicking on? All right, let's have a look here. Okay, so we had this nice upward channel. This isn't the 15-minute, eh? So we had this nice upward channel. We're just testing this zone right now. Do you see it? So let's see. Are we going to have a bounce or are we going to have a breakthrough? So it all depends on this. So we had a nice breakout, which I think was nice. We have a trade back up onto it, and let's see what's going to happen here. Is it going to bounce, or is it going to get back into a sideways? So you see, although we had a slight upwards movement, if this breaks through like this and it closes above here, then it discontinues both of these trend lines, and now we can confirm we are in a sideways channel. So you can clearly see then this is a sideways channel if this candle does break back into it. So then we know that we have a channel that we are moving in, and you can see that we have a slight downwards trajectory. That's why I thought, because we had this, we had price coming up here, made this area here, pulled back up a little bit higher than this one, and then made a new, went lower than the previous zone. So I was thinking, okay, cool. I think we might have a bit of an upward channel, but obviously, well, this one is still respecting it. So let's see. We're not there yet. We are still 4 minutes out from this candle. Then we can say what's going to happen. Maybe it's true. Maybe we are going to have a bit of a sell-off or something. We're going to have to see, because you can see the market is starting to react to this. So on US30, if you are looking to take a trade, on the 15-minute, we're in that no-go zone, no-go zone. Even if you look at your moving averages, we're still under the 200, which tells us that we're still in that bearish territory. And we need to break above it before you really want to say we got to sell. I think this is going to push back into the zone, which is going to tell me that we're in a sideways channel. So yes, if this one plays out, then I'll have a look at it after 2:30. I don't have any predictions for today's market. I'm really, really honest when I said I don't have any predictions. I think so. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has just been moving it's like literally just moved sideways. You can literally, it's on that line. It looks like it was literally stuck to that line. Goodness me. It's amazing what news can do to the market. Yeah, I think we'll see what's going to happen now with gold. We might have a break of structure here. We're 3 minutes off this candle. So what am I looking for a trade? Obviously, we had another entry here. We had an entry there, and look how it retraced on us. Here we have another one. We might be seeing some slight momentum is there, but this can be. I will not touch a trade, not until the news has passed. I will not. I have learned my lesson. So at the moment, and then on the 30-minute, let's have a look on the 30-minute. Ooh, that's some really nice bullish movement. Bearish movement. Bullish. Where am I bullish? My brain is on bullish today. Let's quickly see on our 30-minute. So yes. I didn't take a trade because I was in the sideways channel the whole day, and it was actually incorrect of me. I should have, on the 30-minute short, I should have gone in on the trade here, because we had this downwards pull, and then we had this. I just don't like to trade in a. Okay, but this is a long-term trade, guys. So on the 30-minute, it is a lot longer type of trades. But let's see, because look at this, it's pushing it back, eh? It's pushing it back. So I don't like to put any trades in before news. I don't like to do that. Okay, it looks like we might have our first candle that's going to close outside of this, but we're going to see. It can print a nice big green one all the way back in again. It can be like a little bit of a fake out. Let's not get excited on it yet. We can only confirm the breakout once we have price coming back. So what we're looking for on gold is we're looking for gold to break out, break back up, test the zone, and continue. That's what we're looking for. Ideally, that is the setup we're looking for. But look how it's pushing this candle back. So we'll have to see. We are now what? Whoa, we're 1 minute away from news. Okay, so here we go. That's why we're seeing that candle. Let's see. We are 36 seconds away. Up or down, guys? Up or down? Up or down? I also think a buy. I'm also thinking a buy. I'm seriously thinking a buy. Let's see. I might be wrong. So let's put our things. If we were full margin account, which way we're going to go? Up or down? I would have definitely been more bullish than bearish. At this moment, I think it's going to be a lot more. Let's see. We're almost there. We're almost there. I see. Should have. And that would be a very nice retracement, guys. That is a fake out. And that's why I don't trade this thing. Gold will embarrass you. Gold will embarrass you. And that is not really, I mean, on a 15-minute candle, that is not. Let's see. Let's see. What are the newsprint? So, inflation rates, actual. Inflation is looking a bit better. Previously, it was 2, so it stayed the same. And then core inflation rates, previous it was 0.2, so that's not good. 3.1, so this is not. And this one was previous. This one's looking a little better. So it's half bullish and half bearish. It's an in-betweener. So right now, we're right back in that channel. I think we're about to, and that's why you need to be very careful when you're trading around news time, guys. Just be patient, because if you took the trade there right now, you had this much movement, you're right out of the trade. There you go, right out of the trade. We're going straight for the 200. So we're gonna see how far it's gonna push. I don't think it's gonna push it much further than that. So it's half. The news was a half. Some good, some bad news. So do I think it's still gonna stay within this channel? But potentially it can still. So I think the guys that was going full margin, they most probably made some really good money today. Guys, is it just me? But don't you guys like watching those videos where people go full margin, and then they just, you can clearly see that it's all how would I say, an ego-driven decision. It's you can clearly see that same mindset when it comes towards gambling. If you go look at the guys that are gambling at the casinos, it's that whole thrill. And I guess if you're looking for a thrill, this is the type of thrill you're looking for. But for me, it's more of I'm looking for something more structured. I want to make money consistently. I want to be making it over time. I want to have a strong foundation to work from. All right. So at the moment here, guys, nothing. I don't think that there's anything that we can do at the moment in trade. And today it's a no trading day for me. It's really a no trading day. Nothing is fitting my setup. I'm not trying to force anything. Let's have a look at the other pairs. USD JPY would have obviously reacted. Yo. That's a nice candle on the US 30. Ooh, that's a nice candle. So we're right out of that channel. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for a retracement and potentially more upside. So if you guys are looking for a buy on the US 30 on the 15-minute, it has arrived. Just make sure that it confirms. It confirms. Please, confirmation. Don't just jump in. What has Bitcoin done? Ooh, nice. So this whole setup is now invalidated. Okay. Might having some more bullish movement. Let's have a look here. All right, USD JPY. Okay, so we're under. Well, it will depend on where we close the candle. Yo, that is a big candle on USD JPY. That is a huge candle. So obviously all the US pairs are going to have that. Well, okay, so here is a nice trade setup. That just depends on whether it's going to keep going. So I won't really, it's already made a retracement back up. You know, you're going to really look for a really nice big engulfing candle here. So maybe no. I think this trade setup is invalidated. Oh, wait, let's have a look here. Right out of that zone. The good thing is we have direction now, don't we? So that one is out of the zone. Ooh, that is a nice big candle. It's still going. It's still going to go. Euro USD. So yeah, we are out of that channel. And we're going to see how far it's going to carry. So what we're going to do now, so all of these trade setups are now invalidated. So we're going to be closing up here. And we're going to be looking towards some sort of formation here. So it is a no trade day for me. For me personally, it's a no trade day. You can see that price was pushing out of here straight back into the zone. Nada. I'm sitting on my hands, drinking coffee, listening to some motivational stuff. No trades for me, not on my system. So there might be some upside to this, but before I just jump in, okay, there we had a bit of a rejection of that zone. Okay, this one is obviously now in the opposite direction.
Mama,
Yeah.
he's trying to phone me.
Okay.
He says he is long and I see 0 here.
Okay, can I finish, please?
He looks so cool.
Okay. Okay, so we're back in that zone.
And he thinks phone is a 0.
Okay. Euro CHF, not. The markets rapidly move when there's news. So I would just be patient and wait for my setups to play out. Nope. Okay, so we're back up on that zone. This one is discontinued, so we're going to be looking towards something like this. Potentially here. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm going too fast. We might have a bit of a retracement to the zone and a continuation. We'll see. That's it. Gold, we're right back into that channel. I don't even think we've broken that bearish trend. Not yet. I'll let you know, please. Okay, off you go. Come. I'm busy here. I'm busy. I don't care. Go play. So I can finish up my life. I don't think we're out of this channel yet, guys. I don't think so. South African gold output accelerates in June. Oh, that's nice. Gold future slurp. Okay, obviously. Guys, I still think it's bearish. I agree with you guys. It's still bearish, eh? Do I usually trade full margin? No. I don't think I've ever traded full margin. I did one day when we were doing straddle trading. They were teaching us how to straddle trade, and I was thinking, okay, cool. And they were like, "Oh yeah, go full margin in, go full more." And I just said, "No, guys, I'm going to go in with 10% of my account." And everybody laughed at me, and they're like, "Yo, you see, you don't have that gambling spirit, and you don't no risk. What do they say? No risk, no Ferrari." So I was like, "Okay, cool, it's fine. I'll do my 10% of my account." And it went right against us. So I only lost 10%. Now, 10% on an account is a lot of money, especially if you've been a long-term trader and you're making consistent profits and you're trying to build, But that was crazy, guys. And those guys were blowing their accounts. And it's scary. I mean, just to see money disappear that quickly is crazy. And I don't understand how people trade like that. I don't. I can't trade like that. It's, for me, I don't have that gambling spirit, I would almost say. Now, even when I go to the casino, because I have some friends that go to the casino just to get something to eat and do some stuff, then maybe play a couple of things. I normally play the roulette table. I love the roulette table. And even when I play the roulette table, I literally play a strategy, guys. It's hilarious because that's how if you're a profitable trader, and I'm honest when I say this, you watch it when you guys become like truly, you've been trading it for a while and you're really profitable, and you're used to whatever's happening. When you go and do anything risky, you're always looking at it from a risk perspective. Even when I go to the roulette table, I have a specific system that I trade, or I put my chips out with it. It's an easy system. I'm not risking too much money. I can easily play that system of mine for 4 5 hours with the same amount of money that I came in, unless like crazy that the days against me. I mean, I think I'm out if I hit like what three, like 3 zeros. If I hit 3 zeros off each other, then I'm off the roulette table. But normally I can play 4 5 hours. So most of the time when I go to the casino with my friends, then they'll be like out of money or whatever they've done, and they're like, "Yeah, we want to go." And I'm like, "No, I'm still playing." And they're like, "Yeah, but how do you play 4 hours on the roulette table?" I'm like, "Easy, because I have a strategy, and I can't help myself. I'm so structured towards risk and and protecting my downside that I can't stop myself. The moment that I'm over leveraging anything, then I start becoming uncomfortable. It's an internal thing that just it goes. I become uncomfortable. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. I just can't do it, guys. I can't. I know that there's other people that they're okay. They don't mind, and I don't think it's got anything to do with the money. It's just I get that feeling of irresponsibility, and I think that's what bothers me is I don't like that feeling of being irresponsible. No, I do believe in having some fun and kicking us, kicking, and having some good stuff and doing, but I just can't. I cannot. There's no way. I need to have my proper risk management. I need to be watching what I'm doing. I can't help myself. And I have this one friend. She will go in, and when she's hitting those slots, she will be hitting those slots like full. I don't know this. I don't know how to play slots, guys. So every time I go, I always lose my money because I've got no cooking clue what I'm doing. But in the slots, apparently you got like the most amount of lines or something. She's always hitting the big lines, and she doesn't play she only plays the machines with a higher, I don't know what payout. I don't know how she determines it, but yeah, she's got something like that. Okay, guys. So from a trading perspective, nada. Guys, I can't even say to you guys that this may be something. You guys saw I went through the entire market. Right now we're going to wait for a cool down period. So what I would suggest for you guys is let's wait for the day. I'm going to go and shut down my computer right now. I'm literally going to shut it down. I'm going to shut down my computer when I'm done with you guys. Maybe I'll work on some other stuff. I was watching this, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen the drama that's happening in South Africa. The guys that are not in South Africa, I apologize. If you don't know what's going on, but I hope you guys are following along with the trading drama in South Africa. Oh my gosh. I think it's not just the TikTok drama. For you guys that are on TikTok, there's obviously the TikTok drama, but then we have the trading drama in South Africa. There was a new video that just dropped again between DJ Coach and is it what Randall? I just clicked on the video. Yes, no? It can't be Randall. It's got to be Radel. Radel, because it's Rydall. Radel. And DJ Coach. These two guys. Oh my gosh, I've been laughing. I have been laughing at these guys. So yeah, from my perspective at the moment, guys, there's not much to do. We are literally sitting on our hands today, unless you traded the news. Do you guys know how to straddle trade? Have you guys ever done some straddle trading? And for those guys that have never done straddle trading, would you like me to show you or explain to you how straddle trading works? Because it's stressful. I don't know. For me, it's stressful. It's really, really stressful before the news because you got to keep moving that especially NFP, guys. Yeah, NFP. If you look at CPI's candle, look, this is CPI's candle, right? Inflation. Look at where's that NFP candle? That thing was big. Where's NFP? You can clearly see that. Here it is. How many what was the size of that movement? Sure. That's about 373 174 pips. Crazy. That is crazy. But other than that, guys, I think I wish I could have given you guys a bit more on this. But at the moment, so for the guys that wants to join, if you guys that are not on my Telegram group, please check in the comment section there. For my Telegram group, and join up there to see what trades we are taking. At the moment, guys, we're still in this channel. We are still in this channel. This thing I told you guys this can be a fake out. I told you guys. I will wait. Even when these candles printed, it, I know they look nice and you're like getting excited. You're like, oh, look at this, you got some push towards the downside. Look at this. If you took all of them today, no, I didn't trade that time. I don't trade that time. Look here. I would have taken this one, would have come back, and it would have given me, I would have most probably put my stop loss just there, above that swing high there. So I would have had a partial loss. And then I would have gone in here at 10.30 again, and price would have somehow pushed down to something here, and I might have gotten this one on break even. This one, again, partial loss. So it's just not worth it. It just adds up on the numbers over time, and you don't want to add to your numbers. You don't want to keep adding to your numbers. The losers that you're going to take, you're going to take. The partial losers you're going to take, you're going to take. You don't want to take extra losers on top of that. So, yeah, we're just straight back into this channel. We're still under the 200. Maybe we might get some more. How did the DAX respond? Oh, the DAX would have made a big red candle. Obviously. Wow, so guys, I wish I can give you guys some better. There's nothing here. Not at this moment in time. We don't have anything happening here. Nada. We have to be patient. And I can't even tell you guys that I can give you some sort of direction on gold, because you can clearly just see for the whole day we've been in this channel. We have just been in this channel over and over and over and over. We need to see some sort of, and if it breaks out, it's got to go through the 100. And then here's the thing, if you look at this upside here, towards the zone, there's such a small amount of upside to it to take a nice trade up. But on the 30 minutes, I can't see. Okay, so we're breaking the 100 on the 15 minute. How far is that one? Another one. We've got some sort of wiggle room there for a trade. Let's see. Okay, that's about 300, almost just below 400 pips, which on average our trade size is about 100, 150 pips, maybe even 200 pips. So we might be able to get some sort of a trade in towards the upside. But it all depends here now. I think we're gonna go up. I think we're gonna either break up or we're gonna stay in this channel for a while, because they want to accumulate their positions here. This is their position accumulating area. See, it's between 360 and 340. This is the zone. 360 to 340. That's the zone. So let's see. Let's see if this is going to bounce or if it's going to go. So at the moment, I would stay out of the markets. Stay out of the market. I'll rather wait. I'll rather wait for a good setup. I will really rather, but I don't want to sacrifice profits. And it sounds funny, but that's our main objective as a trader, is to protect our downside, is to preserve capital. Because the moment we run out of capital, we're out of the game. If you lose your funded account, you're out of the game. So you'd rather spend your time and energy making good trading decisions, like this trade we had yesterday. I mean, this trade here was a beaut. It was stunning. Trade gave us a nice signal here. We took the trade, and we had so much more downside to it. It was beautiful, rather than trying to trade some sort of breakout here. And the reason why this was such a good trade is because if you go look at the trade itself, the way it pulled down to the zone and then it retraced back up. Now, if you use your Fibonacci tool and you pull your zone from here down to that candle right there, you can see that your retracement was within that yellow zone, and it was a slow retracement, or back into the zone. And you can see that it stayed in this specific zone, and then you had a breakout from it. Sometimes it doesn't pull back in my zone, and then it doesn't give me, I don't have, I don't take a trade on it. Normally, I would prefer it being in this green zone here. That would be a nice, strong trend for me. This was a good trend, but it wasn't as strong a trend as if it pulled back into the green zones. But it was still a valid one. When I looked at it, I thought, you know what, let's take it. It is a valid retracement. It did make a retracement, and it paid off. It really paid off. It paid off very quickly. And right now, yeah, I think we are bouncing off this, and we'll see if the 100 is going to hold. And we're still just back in this channel, guys. We're still just back in this channel, which is sad. Well, not actually, because we're preserving capital. If you're like me, I love trading, guys. I love trading. So for me, being in a trade and managing it is so much fun. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna hold this, and I think we're gonna still be bouncing. I think we're somehow gonna bounce, because we had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points. So we'll see. We shall see. Maybe we're gonna have a bit of consolidation here, a little bit like this, and then a break towards the upside. I'm hoping. So what I'm looking for is as soon as it breaks through this, a nice up, a nice back down, and then a continuation. And what indicator is going to give that to me is this one. This ribbon. This ribbon is beautiful. Look at this. This ribbon is going to tell us everything. And this is why I like the ribbon so much. If you have a look at the ribbon, you can clearly see it starting to, it's almost like starts to squeeze in. And this is how you know that this is a bad trend. This is a bad zone. Don't touch it. When you've got something like this, where the ribbon is pulling nicely open, price is moving in a direction. It's beautiful. Look here, even here, this ribbon was pulling in like crazy, and it was right on top of the 200. This is the 200 EMA, which is even stronger than the 100. So what am I looking for now? From the ribbon perspective, what I am looking for is, I'm looking for this. I am looking for price to break through. So I need price to come back up. So it's going to do maybe something like this, come back down, and then I'm looking for that breakthrough, that close above the zone. And then once I have that close above this 200, I will then take a long. The only thing that worries me is my upside. It's the only thing I'm worried about, the upside here. We're very close to this upside here. That's the only thing that bothers me, especially from a 15-minute chart perspective. On the 15-minute, maybe we might, but on the 30-minute, no. Heck no. Heck no. There's not enough space. Maybe, I don't know.
Mama, I just need my shoes.
I mean, on the 30-minute, we're going to only be breaking it here at what, 3365. Let's see. Maybe I'm just being overly cautious at the moment. Maybe we bounce right off the zone and continue down. We don't know. We don't know. But for now, relax. I'm going to relax. So guys, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that we can do except just be patient. Hopefully we might have a trade tomorrow. I think the important part is just being patient. Taking our time to identify good quality trades and finding trades that are going to help our bottom line. Awesome. I think that's important, guys. It's just finding that good quality trades that are going to give us great results. Just look at this, We're back into that zone. And from our COT reports, we are seeing that they're increasing their shorts. So we'll see which way it goes. We'll see. Okay, guys, I've been on stream now for about an hour. I'm not going to stay here much longer because there's not much more that I can do. I don't think there's anything that I can add at the moment for you guys. Just to give you guys a rundown. So tomorrow we are doing. Let me show you guys here. Stop sharing. So I just want to show you guys. Where's our Discord? So in our Discord, for the guys that are on the Discord is absolutely in our Discord. We now have our daily market update area. Tomorrow in the live stream section, I will be doing a questionnaire. So it will be a live stream for about an hour. Let me just check the time and date. I know it's tomorrow. I just want to check for what time did I schedule it. Where's my Telegram? Wait, isn't it in our general community? Yes, so under our general community. Yeah, here it is. So on Wednesday, from 2 to 4, I will not be on YouTube tomorrow. I will be for an educational session inside of our Discord. So we are going to be discussing one of the strategies. We're going to be talking a little bit about trading psychology. So we have a really nice setup for tomorrow. So a couple of things, and then obviously during that time, you guys can ask as many questions as you want. It's entirely up to you guys. So you guys can ask as many questions as you want during that time. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome. So every single day I share a bit of positive stuff in here. Then obviously the strategy. I am finishing up the videos for the overview of the strategy. This will go onto YouTube and then it will be posted in here for you guys to follow along. And then we also have our 30-minute one. The strategy has been put into YouTube. So if you guys want that, I will post the link in right now. Then there's the 20 strategy, and then we have the beginner strategy as well. Oh, how did the beginner strategy play out? Wait, where are we now? I didn't check this morning. The students are going to be like, what? You're not updating our journal. Let me quickly have a look here, guys. Let me just share this with you guys. So let's quickly have a look. How did the beginner strategy play out? Did the guys have or a loss? Yeah, it isn't. Let's have a look. Personal. Let's see. Oh, they had a loser. Where did they? How about this ranging market? Okay, so they took the long here. And then you had this choppiness of the price. Yeah, okay. Now, not every single one's going to be a winner. So they had a bit of a breakout here and a pullback. That's not too bad. It's part of. It's still fairly profitable. The profit factor is still looking fairly good, especially for that bad period. They had like a really hectic drawdown period here, and then obviously they had a bit of an up and then a bit of a drawdown and a bit of an up. So they had a little bit of a downside here, which I didn't like, but they bounced it slowly pulled itself out of here again. You can see here it pulled itself out. So we are looking towards it pulling up. So the maximum equity drawdown they've had hasn't been that bad. It's really not been that bad. I think so a total of 90 trades. So I just need to update our journal on this. I need to update the journal. It's very important to journal your trades, guys. It's very, very important. It's one of the skills one of the first things that was drilled into me when I had a mentor. He would drill into me, ensure that your journal is up to date. We'd actually get like punished if we didn't update our journal. We had to update our journal. Very, very much set on that. And it's for a good reason, because it just keeps everything flowing properly, and you know where you are and you know what you're doing. It just makes everything so much smoother. So just to give you guys a rundown, what we are looking for at the moment here is obviously right now from the EMA, the 100 strategy, we're going to, look how it pushed the price back down. Exciting times. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to be patient. We're going to see which way gold wants to go. I think I'm more inclined now that if it does print another short for me, I'm going to be looking for something like this. So let me show you guys. I'm not just going to take a trade here blindly. So I'm going to look for something similar to this. I wanted to break this structure, come down nicely, do a nice retracement for me, do a nice retracement back into like this one, come down, do a nice retracement, and then I'm going to take the trade. I'm not just blindly going to jump in here. I'm not going to blindly jump in. I'm going to wait for a good setup here. So follow along in the Telegram when I do it, then you can have a look at it. And if you want to follow along on the trade, you can follow along if you want. But we'll see. I think we're still just going to have some more sideways movement. Unless tonight there is some big move. I mean, the American market. Okay, well, the American market is climbing in about an hour's time. So let's see what happens then. But other than that, guys, I think it's just sitting on our hands. Just be patient. Just be patient with all of your positions. Take some time. You know, just be patient, please. Ben, don't worry. We are once I'm finished with my live, this live will get saved on my channel. So there, if you click on the channel and you go to the live section, you will see some of the videos there. So if you want to follow along, at the moment, just be patient, guys. Go read a book, go for a walk. I don't know, whatever you like to do for a hobby, go do something, but don't trade. Stay out of the charts, especially if you're going to touch gold. Don't touch gold. It's testing that 100 at the moment. We want to see a clean breakout of that 100, a retesting back in, and that's what we want to see, guys. All right, guys. So our first stream, we had done CPI. I will see you guys again tomorrow from 10 o'clock on TikTok, and then I'll see you guys in my Discord channel for a training session tomorrow. So we're going to do some nice training. We're going to be training on support and resistance. How do you draw it in? How do you use it in a trading setup? How can you use support and resistance zones to better your results? So I think that's going to be a really great trading session. So I hope you guys join us on the Discord, and then join us for the session tomorrow. There's a lot that I can learn from you and a lot that you can learn from me. Learning from each other is essentially important. So guys, I'm going to love and leave you guys. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm not going to trade. I'm going to close my laptop and I'm going to wait to see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow, 6 a.m., I'm back in my charts to see what is happening. It's now time for some more coffee and reading a book. I'm going to go read. I think I'm going to read, or I'm going to go for a walk. It's a nice sunny day outside. So I think I'm going to go for a walk and a read. See you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.